Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And, a strong plot device prevents teleportation. Okay then. We just finished adding, or going through the license boards. You can see, wow, Vaughn's got a lot of HP. Now it's a cutscene. Hey, I thought we couldn't fly airships here. We couldn't fly ours. How come they get to fly theirs? It's also convenient that they're showing up, like, immediately after we get out of the King Rayful's tomb. And they knew how to find us, too.
Such a tremendous honor to again be graced with your presence, Majesty. You left us with such great dispatch upon our last encounter that I must confess I had begun to worry that we may have given your Majesty some cause for offense.
Such a heartfelt display of remorse. Now what is it you want?
Really? You arrested me and
I want you to give me the Nethicite.
Shouldn't be offended?
The Nethicite?
That is a base imitation. We seek Wraithwall's legacy, the ancient relics of the Dynast King. Day-affected Nethicite. Did you not tell them, Captain Azalus?
Majesty, he speaks of the Dawn Shard. That is the Nethicite. Are you mad, Vossler? If we are to save Dalmasca, we must accept the truth. I will fight this profitless battle no more.
Can I
Captain
stab him in the
Azalus has
face
struck a
yet?
wise bargain. In return for the Dawn Shard, the Empire will permit Lady Ash to reclaim her throne, and the Kingdom of Dalmasca will be restored. Think on it. An entire kingdom for a stone. You must admit, 'tis more than a fair exchange.
Yeah, because I'm sure that's how it
done.
play
Your
out.
master will have another pet.
Lady Ash, let us take him for the people of Dalmasca. Your Majesty wallows in indecision on peril of their heads. And his shall be the first to fall.
Well, at least your sword is to the point.
I love Balthier's line. That is like... Isn't that a line that James Bond says at some point in one of the movies? I don't know. But it fits so perfectly.
To think the relics of the Dynast King were day-affected Nethicite, Dr. Sid will be beside himself.
What did you say?
Captain Azalus, take them to Shiva. They should have leave to return to Rabanastre soon.
So this is what, the third time we've been arrested now?
I want you to assess its power.
I'm losing
Did our
track.
orders not specify that we return the stone for testing?
I will not chance returning with a stone that is yet unproven.
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea, too. Well, now we're aboard Shiva. Just great.
When we return to Dalmasca, we can announce that you are alive and well. I will
And
then
arrested.
continue our negotiations with the Empire. I believe Lars is the key. He'll listen to us. We should trust him.
Who are you, Vossler, to talk of trust?
The son of Dalmasca.
Yeah, so he tries to tell us that he's doing what's best for Dalmasca, but in what realm is arresting the princess and turning her over to the enemy
reaction should be easily measured.
How is that the
Do not
best
interest
for
me.
Dalmasca?
Only
Can I
results.
stab him in the face? Fran?
Such heat. The mist, it's burning.
Well, it's not burning anyone else. Is it because of your bunny ears?
6,900, 7,000. This must be death-acted nethicite. The count still climbs.
Well, your test is
We
done.
found it at last. True day-affected nethicite. The power of the Dynast King in my hands. Blood alone does not an emperor make, vain.
What is this? Something's wrong.
What is it? You stand.
Hold her down!
Look at those nails. That's kind of creepy. Nice
What's wrong with
moves,
her?
Fran?
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up.
Yeah, that was it.
I just never knew how much. How
How
about
did we
you?
get those handcuffs
I like
off,
Fran's
anyways?
idea. Let's get out of here.
No farther! Sky Pirates, the future of Dalmasca will not be stolen.
You're trying to...
Why do this, Bosch? This struggle is futile. You must know where it leads.
I do know. All too well.
Hey! We actually get to stab him in the face. Alright. This is my favorite boss battle. Well, favorite so far. I finally get to deal with this guy. Okay. People who should be in this battle. Yeah, I want to be casting Arrow here, the party sweeping board. We should probably have Bosch in this battle. Vaughn's over here attempting to steal from Imperials. Vossler's casting Reflect. This could go bad. Vossler has Reflect. Alright, so that didn't go the best. Well, we took out of all those underlings. We just have Vossler. Okay, we've got one more guy to deal with. Alright, we did not get Dispel off in time before Arrow. This is getting really bad. Let's get rid of the other Imperial Swordsman, and Vossler's gonna keep... He's just gonna keep reflecting himself. Let's cure up Vaughn. Penello, stop using Arrow. This is gonna get worse before it gets better. Alright, Penello, can you stop whatever you're doing and cure Vaughn? No, you actually can. That's good. Okay, I want to get Penello out of here, because even though I have Dispel, if he's just going to keep casting Reflect on himself over and over again, I don't really want to do that. Plus, I can stab him in the face with more characters this way. I do have a gambit set up for Ash to... maybe I have a gambit set up to Ash where if the enemy has Reflect on, then I'm going to dispel that. And I'd still use it here even even if I don't plan on using magic against him, because it'll trigger him to recast Reflect on himself. Yeah, okay, I don't have the gambit for that setup yet, but I should get a gambit for that setup. Maybe it's not here where I use that strategy. Yeah, he's using Enrage, so I kind of want to be protected. And he's getting like 5 turns really quickly. See, this is again the whole, hey, let's just double the stats of the enemy because they're low on health, and let them get tons of hits in before any of our characters can act once. And That's not much of a challenge to me. It's just kind of obnoxious that the bosses get to do this. But anyways, we get to stab Vossler some more. This is what I've been wanting to do since the start of this game. And we beat him. Yeah, he wasn't that tough. Might have been more fitting to use Bosch in this battle. Well, there will be some bosses that I will intentionally use certain characters just for flavor purposes. Well, this is bad. It has a mind of its own. Cascade failure, that doesn't sound good.
Ash, let's go.
All I have done, I've ever thought of Dalmasca first.
Yeah, that's why you arrested the princess and were turning her over to the Empire.
I know you do.
Dalmasca first.
I would ne'er gainsay your loyalty.
Stab him again.
Look on what my haste has wrought. Did I act too quick? Or was your return too late?
Stab him again.
I can serve her no more. You must take up my charge.
Yeah, way ahead of you on that. At least we're not going to be someone that arrests the princess. Oh, this is bad. But that's okay. We have the main characters. At least they can't die, right? Looks like it. Very neat effect.
This might get a little dicey.
The mist. It manifests now.
Is that what you call this?
I call it a big explosion. Yeah, and miraculously we're like the only ones to survive that mess. Oh, there's our Nethicite.
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, let's just fly right back into the thing that just exploded. Well, I guess the danger has passed, but still. Yeah, of course our heroes somehow managed to make it out safely.
The dreadnought Leviathan is sunk. The 8th
Oh, the
fleet of the
Marquess.
Arcadian Imperial Army lost.
Only the 8th fleet.
As word of the events in the yacht sounded throughout the Empire, quit I Bujeba, citing sudden malady. My true motive, to bring the various counter-imperial forces scattered throughout Ivalice together in unified resistance. By this time, Lady Ash had made her return to Rabanastre. She had not, however, made known her presence. Rather, she was content with keeping both her own whereabouts and those of the Don Shard concealed. Had she chosen then to go before her people, my error in announcing her suicide would be known, to the great detriment of my efforts to assemble a resistance.
Or you could just tell everyone, hey, the Empire forced me to announce that, and it ended up being wrong.
Only to invite the Empire's wrath. Though Arcadia had lost her 8th
Whatever.
fleet, she remained, as ever, a military power with which to be reckoned.
It's video games, we don't need to think logically. When we do, it just gives me a headache. Like the whole, I'm going to do what's best for Dalmasca by arresting the princess and turning her over to the Empire. Well, Vossler's gone. At least to my knowledge, he is. We're quickly approaching the new territory for me. I think there's like some side stuff that I started doing, and then this was the point where I lost interest in Final Fantasy XII when I last played it a decade ago.
the Rosarian Empire assembles a vast host under guise of martial exercises. It is our belief they wait for the proper pretext, the sooner to make their strike against Arcadia.
The loss of Leviathan and her fleet at such a time comes as a most grievous blow. Were Rosaria to invade, the battle would be hard fought. Had Lord Vayne not deployed the fleet so capriciously, we would not now find ourselves in such perilous circumstance.
Yeah, that was the problem, not the whole judge trying to test the stone with the intention to use it against the Empire and become the Emperor himself.
Justice must be served. A convenient thing, justice. And so I must now make a choice between my throne and my son. A most lamentable situation for us all.
For Lord Vayne, perhaps. Yet surely Lord Larsa will make for a fine emperor.
Larsa so adores his brother, and he is yet young. But he will not remain young forever. Already he busies himself unraveling Lord Vayne's tangled skein. Lord Larsa has found his role to play and pursues it with some enthusiasm.
Ah, yes. And who would set him at such tasks?
What matter? Lord Vayne himself once saw his elder brothers brought to like justice, did he not? At your Excellency's behest, as I recall.
You may put yourself at ease, Lord Gramis. So long as the Senate watches over her, Arcadia's well-being will ever be ensured.
Oh yeah, the Senate, they seem so trustable.
By your will, I shall bid Vayne return to Arcades.
Alright, so anyways, if you didn't watch that bonus video, basically I'm just going after a bunch of prioritizing a lot of the passive buffs, especially on the mages, for license boarding. And I'll pick up the spell licenses and equipment licenses as we need them. But yeah, I'm probably over-licensed by this point. I wouldn't say over-leveled, because, I mean, you saw our party's levels compared to Vossler's levels, so, but I'd definitely say over-licensed. Not that I have a problem with that. Where are we? What is any of this? Nobody knows. It's a dream sequence, I think. It must be.
So, it was the Dawn Shard that brought down the Imperial fleet.
That was
convenient.
You know your stuff.
And we
Destructive
conveniently
power
all got out of
such
there.
Force. I've seen it once before. Lady Ash, you know of what I speak.
Nabudis.
The
That's a
capital
funny
of Old
sounding
Nebradia,
name.
Lord Rassler's fatherland.
Try saying it.
At the time of the
Nabudis.
invasion, a division of Imperials entered the city. There was a mighty explosion. Friend and foe died alike. Something was there. One of the Dynast King's relics. The Midlight Shard was in Nebradia.
More Nethicite. Well, no wonder they invaded.
That ridiculous war. The trap at the treaty signing. All this because Vayne wanted power. He must not be allowed to claim the Nethicite. The Empire must never hold it.
It sounds like they already have.
Oh, they already do. The Dusk Shard?
Thank
Most likely
you.
the Midlight Shard, too.
Valthier.
Besides, can't they manufacture Nethicite now?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Then the path set before us is clear. We'll use the Dawn Shard to fight them. Dalmasca does not forget kindness.
Except that
nor ill
stone
deed done.
looks kind of,
With sword in hand, she aids her allies. Sword in hand,
empty.
she lays to rest her foes. This Nethicite I hold
Not like
must
it
be
was
my
before.
sword. I will avenge those who have died. And the Empire will know remorse.
Okay, so...
You even know how to use it?
Brilliant question,
The
Vaughn.
Gareth may know. The Gareth people live by the
You
old ways.
just use this, you throw it at them.
Magicite lore is a part of
Yeah.
their culture.
It's just a plot
They may
device.
hear
The
it.
cutscenes will use
The
it
cry
for
of
us.
the Nethicite's power. Whispers of the stone's menace.
Dangerous though it be, what we need now is power. Should we declare Dalmasca free without the means to defend our claim, the Empire would crush us. You
If we had a
must take
little
me to meet with
stone
the
that was
Gareth.
charged with power, we
They
could
live beyond
defend them,
Osman Plain.
I guess.
Not exactly close.
Compensation, is that what you want?
Straight to the point, aren't we? I like that. Compensation. How about the ring?
This? Isn't there something else?
But what's so special
one's
about this
forcing
ring? And yeah, you kind of are giving her an ultimatum here. Again, what's so special about this ring that literally was just introduced? Or I shouldn't say just introduced, just talked about. Like, is it like some precious heirloom?
I'll give it back to you as soon as I find something more valuable.
And spoiler alert, it has no like real plot
What do you mean
significance as far
something
as
more
these
valuable?
powerful stone things are concerned.
Hard to say. I'll know when I find it. What is it you want, Vaughn? What are you looking for?
Adventure! I want to be a sky pirate.
What am I looking for? I guess... Well,
Come on.
You know...
You've always said it. You've always said it, Vaughn. You wanted to become a sky pirate. Now you don't know what you're looking for?
The Gareth are said to dwell in Kirwan.
So they do. We'll need to head south, past the Giza Plains.
It is the rains now in Giza. The wadis will be swollen with the deluge. Passage may be difficult.
But those same waters may also lay open new routes to us.
Regardless, we must go south, yes?
First things first. You're eager to be on your way, I know. But we should see that we're prepared before setting out.
Yes, we have a lot of side questing to do.
2 years ago. I swore to overcome any hardship I may face.
Man cannot live by resolve alone, Princess.
Cannot live by bread alone, I think is the phrase. Anyways. Okay, so it drops us off in the bazaar area. And I'm immediately lost. Who didn't see that coming? Alright, so before we carry on with the plot, we have some side quests that we can do. Where's my clan provisioner? That's what I'm looking for. Ooh, Rex's friend. We're not going to talk to him. Okay. Still further this... Okay, there's my clan provisioner. Okay, do you have anything else? No. No, you don't. Alright, well, let's go check on some hunts. I do want to... Am I going to attempt all of the hunts? Well, I might attempt all of the hunts that are available to us now. That could get us some more nice license points. We're going to switch back to Vaughn, Penello, and Ash there. First, we're going to start at the Clan Hall. Because we did... What did we do? Well, we have the Rock Toys hunt we can get. That's something we can do right now. And now that we've finished King Wraithwall's tomb, I feel more comfortable taking on that hunt. And yeah, we have some stuff to collect for beating the other hunts. And ooh, Nugget of Electrum. Yeah, we defeated another demon wall. Yeah, we also get stuff for killing storyline bosses too. That's nice. And we still just have the rock toys available from Mont Blanc. And that's back in Bujerba, but I can start using some of those teleport stones. Heck, we just picked up 2 of them, so one to warp to Bujerba and the other to warp back. And the rock toys, I believe he's weak to wind, being an earth type thing. I don't know, that's what we're going to try on him. And if we have to, we can use the Reflectga arrow strategy that we used against that super difficult demon wall. Now I need to go back to the Sand Sea. We're just going to run there on screen because it's not super far off. But it is if I get lost. Not that I'm getting lost. Ooh, techniques. I am getting lost. I'll go on the techniques first. Because I want to get those abilities like Shear and Addle for Vaughn. I guess that's not going to happen. We can get Poach. Poach is an interesting ability. It lets you, well, it lets you poach a monster and get like another loot item from it, but it has to be in critical health to do so. So we're going to try that out too. And I think Balthier, we got that ability for Balthier. Fran might have it too, or have access to it. I don't know. No, we have new stuff, rank 2 things. The Wyvern Lord, or Wyvern Lord, I prefer saying Wyvern. Crocodile. That looks like a giant nightmare frog. Just what we needed. Well, it's in the Giza Plains during the rain, which conveniently, it's going to be raining when we get there, so we may as well go ahead and accept this. And maybe defeat the thing. So, okay, so our petitioner is where the village is. Okay. Enceladus. That, well, our petitioner is going to be in Jahara, which that's the place we have to get to anyways. That's going to be one of those big giant enemies. Yeah, why not? I mean, it won't hurt to just go and talk to the petitioner and even activate the hunt. And the Wyvern Lord. Oh, hey, this person is here in Rabanasta. I have to find them. And the Wyvern Lord is in the Jensen Sand Seas. Huh, we could go do that one now, actually. I might attempt to. Oh, that's in the weapon shop. Okay. Well, let's go to the weapon shop and see what our petitioner has to say about that. And that one... Yeah, I'd rather do that one now, and then we can get the other ones along the way, because they'll be along the path that we have to travel. And there's the Rock Toys one to do. I might do that before... I'm pretty sure I'll do that before carrying on with the plot. But is there anything new we can buy? This stuff doesn't look new. Well, some of it we could use. We'll get a longbow, we'll get an upgraded gun. Oh yeah, the longbow for Fran because we got the new job classes. Yep. And the gun for Ash. So that way we have a white mage that can do something physically. Most of the rods that the white mage will get, you know, aren't going to boost elementals too much. She's not really an elemental attacker. She's casting healing stuff. So I wouldn't mind her being able to do something else. Wow, That Electrum sells for a lot. I don't have any needs right now. Another thing we're going to do, well, I'm not going to spoil it because I don't know if I can set it up right now. I have to see when we put the gun on Ash, but here's the person with an actual name. So he is our petitioner for the Wyvern Lord. And it's an Imperial that we're going to be doing this hunt for, so I guess the Imperials weren't strong enough to deal with it? Well, maybe if they just put the Wyvern Lord on one of those ships that have endless spawning Imperials, they could defeat it. Well, but he does a good job of explaining, hey, this is something that I'm personally concerned about. I've talked to other Imperials and my commanders and that, and they don't see it as a problem. They don't think it's worthwhile to risk Imperial lives at this, blah, blah, blah. So therefore, I came to the hunt board. So I love how he explains some of that, but we're going to do that next time.